Hey Virgos, happy July 2017. I hope you guys had an amazing June, especially with a Jupiter going direct. So Jupiter going direct, Jupiter is the planet of expansion, optimism, energy, and good luck. So wherever Jupiter went direct in your chart is where you were experiencing the most luck. And some of you guys did reach out and ask where you're going to see that luck. Please comment below. I am more than happy. It literally takes me 2 seconds. I just need your birthday, your birth time, and your birth location. Exact time is definitely better because then you have the most accurate results. And then I can let you know exactly where you have that energy of Jupiter working in your favor. So for instance, if Jupiter went direct over your 10th house, you'll know that you're either about to get a promotion, you're about to get a new job, you just have good luck. If you're looking for a new job, if you're looking to ask for promotion, reach out, let me know. I am so happy to do it. I breathe this stuff, so I eat it for breakfast as well. So how are you guys doing? Sorry, I'm just getting over a cold because there was that crazy energy shift. I'm not sure if you guys felt it, but there was that absolutely insane energy shift around the new moon where it's just like every empath I know, every spiritual healer I know has been sick because it's kind of like the universe is forcing people to take a break. I know that, I'm not sure where you guys are from, but in Canada we didn't really have the best weather until now, and that's why I'm outside getting grounded. But I think because we didn't have that nice weather, we weren't able to get into vacation mode. Even though Jupiter went direct, we still weren't able to get to find that motivation to just be carefree. So the universe is like, you know what, I'm gonna get you all sick, and then you have to relax, even though it was the most brutal week of my life. Anyways, so that's Jupiter. Pluto and Saturn are two planets that are still in retrograde, really internalizing everything. Numerology speaking, July 2017 is going to be a lot of inner work, a lot of inner questioning, a lot of inner studying to figure out where our power lies. So are we giving away too much power? Are we giving away too much financial power? Where are we losing money? Where are we losing power? Where can we gain it from? Do we feel powerful? These are all going to be themes that come up in July. These are really going to be questions that we're going to be asking ourselves during that downtime. And then come August, September, we're going to see a lot of changes going on. So I did explain this in a couple other videos, but I want to just quickly hash it out now before we get started on the reading because it's so beneficial. Okay. So I'm going to do a little bit of an explanation, and I'm sorry because I know Virgos rule explanations and I'm going to completely butcher this, so please don't condemn me. Don't judge me. Okay. Take your birthday and deduce that down to a single digit. So if you were born September 12th, you have that 12, you do 1 plus 2 and you get a 3. The only way you don't deduce your birthday down to a single digit is if it's an 11 or a 22. So if you're born on the 11th or the 22nd of August or September, just keep it as is, okay? So you have your number. For me, I'm using September 12th, my mom's birthday. So I'm going to take that 3 from the 1 plus 2 equals 3, and I'm going to add that to 9, okay? So you're either adding it to an 8 for August or a 9 for September. Or if you're watching for your moon sign or for somebody else, take your birth month and add it to your birthday. So if your birth month, for those of you not Virgos, Sun Virgos, if you're born in November, same thing. Don't deduce the 11 down to a single digit. So for me, I have September 12th, so I'm adding 9 to 3, which is a 12. If you're born in September, you're pretty much going to get the same number. So you take that number that you get and you deduce it down to a single digit once again. So I'm still at 3 here. Take that number that you get and add a 1 to it. So now I'm at 4. Okay? So you take your birthday, deduce it to a single digit, unless it's an 11 or a 22. Take your birth month and you reduce it to a single digit, unless it's an 11. And then you add a 1 to it. Okay? So now that you have your number, I'm going to quickly roll call, let you know what to expect for September, because September first of all, this has pretty much been your year, but I'm going to let you know exactly where September is going to peak that, okay? So, if you got a 1, you got new beginnings in September. If you got a 2, you got a lot of focus on relationships, on partnerships. September would be an excellent month for you to put the energy out there to find your soulmate, if that's what you're looking for. If you got a 3, create something. If you have something in the works, September is a time to really put that out there. You just say you've been writing a book or an ebook. September is the time where you want to release that. So get ready, okay? September is a very creative, potent month for you. I'm so sorry. If you got a 3. If you got a 4, September is going to be a building month for you. It's going to be building blocks, so a lot of foundational work. So whatever's starting or happening in September, if you got a 4 for your number, for your personal year number, September is really going to be that month where you start to do a lot of the foundational work, start to get really organized, start to really figure out what you can build from. And that's an excellent placement, because you can't really manifest anything positive and create something incredible if it has a faulty foundation. So even though the 4 year, especially I'm in a 4 year now, even though it feels brutal sometimes and it feels like you're taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back, it's all part of a larger process, a larger cycle to get you completely situated and prepared for whatever obstacles life may throw at you. Okay, you got a 5, brace yourself. Sudden changes, chaos, fun, partying, changes to freedom, lack of freedom. It's just going to be a lot of moving around, a lot of chaotic energy, okay? A lot of changes. 6, focus on family and friends, nurturing the home. A lot of people get married or separated around the 6 peak. Or even just more focus on nurturing those relationships. Getting back together with someone. 7, if you got a 7, you're not going to want to leave the house. Going to do a lot of inner work, inner studying, go back to school, especially if it's online. Pretty much going to be doing a lot of alone time, a lot of solitude, so you can figure out what you want for your next year, okay? Because you got an 8. Sorry, I have an ant on my finger. You got an 8. Brace yourself for financial gains or financial losses, okay? So if you are in an 8 year, I'm sure there's been a lot of power struggles, a lot of push and pull, a lot of give and take. September is where you're really going to see whether or not you're on the right financial path, the right power path, okay? And then if you got a 9, brace yourself once again, because something is coming to the completion of a cycle. So something is coming to an end. Whatever happened 8 years back, it is now coming to an end. A cycle is now completing, okay? So that's numerology. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to get started on tarot, our favorite. How incredible that this is the card that is underneath, because this is how I see Virgos. This is totally how I see Virgos. Surrounded by lush, beautiful nature, nurturing. They've got the glove on there because they know that they have that iron fist and the velvet glove. Like, if I want a Virgo's opinion, I know to brace myself for some pain, like, because they're not gonna beat around the bush. They're gonna get really real about what's going on. So you have that iron fist in the violet glove, and then see that snail at the bottom there, slow and steady. I love my Virgos. They're so slow and steady. They're able to do the day-to-day things that eludes me because I have my Chiron in the 6th house. So for me, day-to-day responsibilities, routine, habits are incredibly brutal. Like, I don't even know what that is. Like, everyday changes for me. But to have a Virgo in my presence, I know that they're on, even if it's an internalized routine, I can jump on board. And I know that I'm going to get fed that day. Like, because if I was alone, I wouldn't be eating. Sorry. Okay, I probably shouldn't laugh because it makes me cough. I have bugs everywhere. Okay. I'm gonna get started. Sorry. Okay, so when I was shuffling, this card popped out, and we talked about this male energy air sign before. You know, this male energy air sign who is getting their grounding, but at what expense, right? Like, this was the same situation where feeling like you're giving a lot. This person is getting grounded, but they're not working fast enough for you. It seems like it's taking too long, and you're committed to this person, or this person is committed to someone else, but this person is committable and they've been through a lot of transformations, but like I said, it's just not happening fast enough. They're incredibly positive, they're incredibly optimistic, they know that future case will be nice because they're an air sign. They're able to kind of scale it back into a big picture. They probably have a very playful attitude, probably some childhood trauma that is making them struggle when it comes to getting more authoritative and more grounded because they're working out childhood issues. So because they're working out childhood issues, how on earth can they be an adult or even pretend to be an adult? You know, they're still trying to get through the trauma of being a kid. Why on earth would they spearhead into adulthood when childhood was so traumatic for them? Okay, so that's what's going on with them. They have a lot of positivity hidden there. They have a lot of positivity hidden under their belt. They want to be more positive and optimistic, but they know that they have to be seated. They know that they have to be grounded. And like I said, they're making forward steps, but it's just not fast enough. It's not quick enough, okay? And they're going through a lot of transformations. You've been supporting them a lot. You've been helping them through these transformations, but it's almost like enough is enough. This card popped out before I could even say Virgo. Like, this person is just always there, eh? Do they not work or something? Like, they're just always there. So yeah, that's what's going on there. This person loves you and cares about you deeply, and they give you 100% their attention. Like, they're giving you your focus, which is why I think some of the work can't be done. You know, maybe they're focused way too much on the relationship, way too much on you, way too much with, I don't want to say it, but your critique. Is that a nice way of saying nagging? Like, maybe they're so focused on pleasing you that they can't even question what they need to do in order to please themselves, which is where, of course, they need to come from in order to create that lasting change, okay? So this person's going to stay right here. This air sign's going to stay right here. Okay, so new frame of mind's coming in. Something's been revealed to you. The family's happy. There's a new beginning in the family. Something has been revealed to you that's going to be a key changer. Like, it's going to be a key, like a pivotal key aspect in a change that's coming in. It's completely balanced, and it's going to completely change your way of thinking, and it's really going to make you feel kind of like you can finally just be a little bit more whimsical and let loose, especially when it comes to this water sign as well. And when I say water sign, I absolutely mean somebody who's a little bit more emotionally driven. So, and somebody who absolutely had an emotional rocky past. Like, this person has been through the ringers. This person has gone through hell and high water, but they're fine. They survived it though, because they're adaptable. And because they had to adapt to that hard time, that hard past, they still have those scales up. They still have that wall up, okay? So this change, like I said, it's doing really good. A supportable family. So somebody was able to give to your family, to your home and family, to your new beginning, to give you some emotional peace. That's been a very fair and balanced and pivotal key to your sense of change. That's just completely changing the way you're seeing things and the way you're grasping your thought process, especially when it comes to this water sign or emotionally driven person. And you can finally get some whimsy. You can finally just be a little bit more carefree, and not just always be so stressed out, you know? For me, I find that the Virgos in my life, I've probably mentioned this before, because my mom's a Virgo, and my father-in-law and husband are moon in Virgos. My husband was just offered a trip to Vegas for free, yet he still does not see his luck. He still can find something in his life that he is not 100% happy with. It drives me up the wall. I find that the Virgos in my life, that may not be your case at all, but I find the Virgos in my life, because they're so focused on the day-to-day, it's hard to get a bigger picture and be like, if everything was figured out, we would be dead. You know, like, that's, life is that whimsy. Life is not knowing. Life is being foolish and careless and brave and crazy and stupid and uncautionary and just going for it. Life is, that's the excitement of life, not knowing what's next. Like, if you knew, it would be so boring. How many times are you going to watch the same movie when you already know the ending, right? You want to go watch a new movie where you don't even know the climax, you don't know the plot, you don't know how it's going to end. That's the excitement of life. That's why we're here, to just enjoy it and to flow with it, okay? So this change, this new help that's coming in, is giving you that chance to finally have some whimsy and to finally let loose and be like, you know what, I don't care. I'm sick and tired of micromanaging every aspect of my life, and I'm just going to let it flow. Okay, so let's get started before these cards blow away. Oh, beautiful. Okay. This is what's going on for July for the Virgos, okay? What's going on for you Virgos this July? So yeah, a lot more focus on finance, a lot more focus on getting that power like I was talking about, right? So this is going to be a lot of inner work, figuring out where your finances are, where your power lies, where you can kind of free things up and make some wiggle room so you can actually start to enjoy life a little bit more, because it's been way too streamlined, way too micromanaged, like I said, way too much of a focus. You want to stay focused on your finances, but you know that there's something missing when it comes to your support system. So either a child or a couple children, or someone who's lost, someone who's been passed, a female energy. That's what's going on. You know that you've been so focused on your finances and so focused on your empowerment and your power, that these people who have been behind you this entire time, you just assume that they were doing fine. But you know what? Their well has dried up. Their fruit, their abundance has actually gone rock hard. Like, their fruit is rotten. Like, the people behind you, the people that support, that you thought that, okay, well, if you're behind me, I can just focus on my finances because you're fine. It's run out. Like, they're done. See what I'm saying? It's time to reach out to them and be like, hey, I focus on my finances so much, I have more than enough. Where can I help you? You know, because sometimes even just putting that out there, the universe is like, oh, Virgos, you guys have so much that you're actually offering to give to the people that you care about. It's not them having to ask you, wow, here's more. Keep offering, and I'll keep giving you more. That's how the universe works. The universe will absolutely benefit you and give you bonuses when you prove to it that you have more than enough to give. Obstacle in an aid is really just feeling balanced and finally feeling like you can actually take a seat and actually feeling like maybe those hard times are behind you. Maybe those rocky times are behind you. That new moon that came in on June 24th, hope to God you guys were manifesting something positive. I hope to God you guys were putting out the right intentions, because that new moon was a potent one, and it really questioned our motives when it comes to our power and our positivity and our optimism about life. Okay, so that's the obstacle and the aid. Subconsciously, you are manifesting like hella fire. You are crazy manifesting right now. As above, so below. You know that you have more than enough. You know that your thoughts create your world. That's all beneath the surface. That's all below, okay? So keep your thoughts pure. Stop worrying. Let them go, because you are manifesting hardcore. Pretty much you're going to see a turnover like that. An excellent way to harness manifesting is to write down a list. What do you want and why do you want it? And then believe that you're going to get it, burn it, send it out to the universe. Okay, I'm waiting for it to come. You're thinking that you're doing really well. Your family's fine. Everybody's taken care of. You can take care of family. Everything's looking really good. Something new that came in, you can finally relax a little bit. Maybe you'll have a little bit more financial freedom, right? Because, I'm so sorry, I'm like making all these noises. Because what just passed was you questioning where your finances are. Like I said, where are you putting your finances? Where can you change things around? Where can you move some things around? Because it's there. The money is absolutely there. It's just, where are you putting it out? Take a look and actually see. I was just reading, millennials are pretty much always going to be broke because they spend, I think it was like 49% of their paycheck on food, on restaurants. So maybe it's time to actually take a look at where, even like if you're buying a coffee a day, like that adds up quick. Food is, for me, that's where I put all my money. Food is the fastest way to deplete your resources and your finances, because you literally eat and shit out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what you're showing the universe. I'm just gonna this is what I do with my money. I put it out there, I instantly digest it, and nothing of lasting value. It gets completely, I flush it down the toilet, literally. So if maybe scaling back on purchasing coffee, food, things like that, you'll really feel a little bit more free. So like I said, this card always pops up for the Virgos. A lot of giving, constantly supporting other people, building them up, making sure that they have a roof over their head, making sure that they're supported in every aspect, especially emotionally. Virgos really know how to make people feel special. When you're on the A team, when you're on the Virgo team, you're in a good spot. That's why I keep Virgos around me, because I know that Virgos are going to not only take care of me, and I don't mean that in any disrespectful way, I just know that they love to please, and if somebody is appreciating that aspect in them, they'll please you for a lifetime. They love to do it. It's what they're here to do, to serve, essentially. And it's not a bad thing. It only turns toxic when people take advantage of that, right? And you'll find a lot of narcissists will latch on to a Virgo person, like a Virgo type person, because although a Virgo is realistic and down to earth to know when they're being used, a lot of the times it's not so easy to just turn that off switch, right? Okay, so family and friends, although the situation was that whoever was behind you, whoever that you felt you could focus on your finances because they were okay, they're going through some stuff. Like, they're really trying to find their strength right now. They're doing well. They're taming their beast. They know that everything changes. They're maintaining positivity. They're probably not going to reach out and ask you. So if you are in the position to help a family member, even if it's just, even though this goes against what I just said, setting up, a weekly dinner, inviting them over for dinner, and then sending them home with the leftovers, you never know, right? For me, I would never reach out to my mom, my Virgo mom, and say that I'm in a financial hardship anymore, because I would rather struggle than disappoint her and to feel like she has to, because all it takes is one phone call to a Virgo, and they are doing whatever they can to help you out. They are pulling money off of credit cards that they had to glue back together. Like, they are just finding money. They are digging up treasure chests on the beach. Like, they're doing whatever they can to support you. So I do my best not to even ask my Virgos for help, because I know that it hurts them when they can't help. It physically hurts them and emotionally hurts them when they can't help. So I don't even want to put them in that situation. That's why it's on you guys to reach out and say, hey, do you need help? Do you need help? And I'm not trying to drop subliminal hits. Mom, I need money. I'm not trying to drop any hints or anything. But yeah, I'm actually moving back in with my Virgo moon father-in-law, because it just got to a point where we need help. And the Virgos around me are the ones that are there to help, and especially if you have a logical plan, a payback plan, or a plan on how their help is going to help them as well, golden. So hope and fear is moving backwards, is moving on, but moving backwards and looking back on what you've created. Okay, I'm running a little bit out of time here. The future is that there's going to be some rest at home. There's definitely going to be some rest at home. Resting alone, really putting people kind of away for a little bit. And then once you're rested, you'll realize how much you have to give. And then you'll start to see where those power imbalances are. You have a lot, and you're resting on it. You're sleeping on what you've built and what you've gained. And the future is that you're going to start to really see those power imbalances. You're going to feel like, okay, I want to give back, but I don't even know where to begin. So just hold on tight, because they will ask. The people will ask eventually, but it is on you to maybe see where you can move some things around to help them out before they're at a position where they're asking you, because everything's gone to hell. And then you're helping, put out a fire, as opposed to, you're helping to put out the whole house on fire, as opposed to helping to put out that one little fire at a time. See what I'm saying? Because that's what happens when you get backed up with bills, with payments. You start to get into arrears, and you start to owe more when it comes to interest and things like that. So I'm urging you, Virgos, to have an amazing July. And please comment, message, send me an email, send me a Facebook message, and send me your birth details so I can let you know where you have the most luck. Because this is the time to really harness that luck, because you guys are doing excellent. You guys are manifesting like crazy, and it's time to really harness that, okay? Love you guys so much. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you in August. Bye, Virgos.